And we are live. Welcome back, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 249, I believe. Yeah. Is that the number?
Yeah, getting close to 300.
There we go. Today is September 17th. Today is Monday, September 17th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Definitely a 10-ish day.
All right, I'm trying to see, do we have a lag on this stream between our mouths and the words? If so, I don't know why, because I change it. It keeps messing up. So I might have to abandon this thing for a while. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Kelvin Gorman said, I love this channel. Always great information. Thanks for that.
Thank you, my man.
Tony Noli, John Siebert, Sergeant Crypto, Allison, Tessa, G Code. There we go. We need more G Code out here. Tessa, Kevin Hodges. Everyone, good morning, and welcome back for our free Satoshi winner last week. Who do we have?
Oh, yeah. So our free winner was Chris Ladd. Congratulations. His response to our question, which was, since we interviewed Tour de Crypto about their charity event, what sports events or what events in general would you like to see where you could raise money for or raise crypto for charity? And he put out crypto boxing, which I've stated before that at Consensus, instead of artists arguing on Twitter, let's throw some people in the ring, get you some rock'em sock'ems if you don't want to get real gloves, and you can go ahead and duke it out. We had plenty of celebrity boxing matches. Let's get some crypto people in there, because I'm pretty sure most of these dog avies and whatever avies, cartoon avies on Twitter can't fight.
You need to do like a feather pillow fight, probably.
That'd be more. Feather pillow fight would probably be more appropriate.
There we go.
Haven't seen any hands in a long time, but like we said before, it'd be for charity. So
there we go. And who was that winner?
Chris Ladd.
Thank you, Chris Ladd, for that. Chris Ladd, including all our winners from last week. We still owe you all Satoshis. Those are going to be coming in today. Oh, yeah. Nice and hot. So, yeah. All right. There's not a lot of stories. We were trying to search the web. Just wasn't happening, people. Crypto isn't cool anymore.
Yeah.
So wasn't a lot of stories.
My research people were like,
right, yeah,
give me the hands up emoji.
Everybody's still on summer break. But the top story today is Bitcoin appetite, I guess. Nasdaq is acquiring crypto-friendly Swedish exchange Cinnober.
Oh, yeah.
Nasdaq, of course, the world's largest second stock exchange, announced Friday that it was in the works to acquire Cinnober, a trading solution provider based in Sweden. Cinnober has a history in digital assets and making it easier for institutions to invest in them. One of those partnerships was with BitGo, of course, who's been bouncing around partnering with everyone. That's a institutional grade crypto custodial security. BitGo, of course, like I said, they built partnerships all throughout the UK as well as South Korea with different exchanges. So it looks like Cinnober, I believe that's how you pronounce it, who's already been up and running, will be partnering, or Nasdaq will be buying them out if all goes well. Oh yeah,
I read it too fast at first. Thought it was Cinnabon, but
right, I kept looking at it.
Yeah, I'm glad it was actually Cinnober. But yeah, this deal actually comes a day after one of Norway's richest men actually blew a $100 million hole in Nasdaq's European futures. He actually lost $114 million.
That's all?
9 figures. Woo. But it will be covered by the exchange and its clearinghouse. So, now that they're doing this, they've purchased the exchange. They basically got it in as cheap as they probably could. And I can tell you right now, Nasdaq isn't acquiring exchanges for nothing.
Right.
For those of you who think crypto's dead, it's going away. I can guarantee you this is not for naught. So yeah, just pay attention to that. And
Bitcoin price keeps dropping. I think I'll buy an exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
It's game plans with it.
Game plans, long term. So Nasdaq definitely making some moves.
Well, shout out to NASDAQ. Again, this is what we kind of talked about buying the bag. We don't, at this point, to just start from scratch, a lot of these big institutional grade companies, it just wouldn't really make sense for them to start exchanging from scratch when there's already some up that may not be performing the best, but at least they have a working product out where you can, all right, we can grab it here at step 5 and do what we need to do to build it to step 10 instead of just saying, hey, let's go from 0 and try to build it up to 10 and catch these other guys. It's just a lot more difficult. So I think we'll see more of this. It's good to see. It's good for cryptocurrency, of course. And hopefully in the next few months, NASDAQ can make a seamless transition over to the crypto market.
Oh, yeah. You know the game. Start on third base and act like you hit a triple. That's how all these corporations do it.
I love it. I've never heard of one, but I love it. That's South coming out of you. Blockchain study. Gemini custodian is able to alter or reverse Gemini dollar transactions.
Duh.
That's how slow the news is today. I like how they have the Joker laying here.
Blockchain research has shown. You
Right.
did a quick Google or
Right.
any knowledge of the crypto world. Come on, man.
The implementation of recently launched Gemini dollar stablecoin (GUSD) can be completely changed by Gemini custodian every 48 hours. That's what they say, but I guarantee you they can do it every probably 48 of a second. It doesn't take no time. It looks like Gemini can pause, block, or reverse token transfers in response to a security incident, i.e. I can't say that word. A bad event.
Yeah.
How come I can't say that word?
Catastrophe.
There we go. Right? Are they spelling it wrong? Am I saying it wrong? Yeah, a catastrophe, basically, but they're spelling it different. But no, it's one of those things where it's a no-dub thing. And again, I like how they said, just in case of a catastrophe. But what's a catastrophe? What if the United States government, taps them on the shoulder and say, hey, we need you to pause all transactions for the next 3 days because of whatever reason, or we need you to block these certain addresses transactions because they're trying to leak sensitive national security information. We need you to reverse these transactions because we think it's coming from a known criminal or terrorist. Any of the things haven't been proven in the court of law yet. They're able to do it.
Yeah.
And of course, I see Gemini being compliant and doing those type of things.
Yeah, which is weird because if I was a billionaire, they would get so many no's from me. They would have to be doing, they would have to be looking for me because you got two guys here who's a billionaire. They just agreed to it because they want a centralized exchange and a stable coin. We'll see how much liquidity is backing it, but they do have billionaires who do want to get in on crypto, and that would be an easy way to make money just off exchanges, just getting a percentage of that. So I can see that being their reason. However, like we said, any exchange you use is centralized. Almost every exchange can go back and change your deposits, withdrawals if they wanted to. So just the fact that they have it, that's why you make your money on centralized exchanges, get it off, move it to a hardware wallet or to a paper wallet, whatever you got. So not surprising here, but once again, it shows the biggest exchanges, Gemini, Coinbase, they got to do what they got to do to stay in business.
Right.
But I would just go about it different if I was a billionaire.
Or Gemini and Coinbase, you all can just join together,
and
have even more money and really say no, and then take over the entire exchange marketplace around the world.
Yep.
All you have to do is push back a little bit, little fight at the beginning, you last a lot longer. But you know what? I'd rather them do it like this. That way it opens up for somebody else in the market who isn't scared.
Yeah, who has some cojones.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there. I was about to. I decided to reverse. I just said who wasn't scared.
Oh, yeah.
U.S. court seizes Lambo, crypto millions from dead dark web kingpin.
Oh, man. Y'all stealing from dead people?
U.S., here we go. All right. What did they seize this time and why?
Oh, man. Well, it looks like the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of California, they finished their 14th month civil forfeiture case, which we know civil forfeitures account for hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And this is just another example. This guy, Alexander Kazis, or Kazis, however you say it, he was accused of operating Alphabet. If you know Alphabet, they were big. We use Monero. It was a dark web marketplace. I call it free market, but they call it something else. Simply because there were, exchange of illicit drugs or illicit activities. So he actually committed suicide when he was in jail, awaiting. And now that he's gone, the U.S. comes in and says, well, we have an open investigation. We'll take that too. Thank you. So hopefully if they have a yard sale or some sort of auction for his Lambo, I can get it at a cheaper price. We can get it for like 80% off.
When I saw everything was on sale, I was like, I wish I would know.
Yeah, I was saying you get a cheap Lambo right now. But yeah, he was only 26. And,
right?
And made about 23 million. And he went out killing himself. But at that point, you should be able to, like we've discussed, you should be able to afford at least some security to be like, nah, man.
23 million. Put $3 million down on lawyers, put another $6 million down on local militia, and then let's wait this thing out and see what happens.
Let's just see what happens.
Let's just see what happens.
Hey, man. Or hit up McAfee, join forces, and let's see what happens.
Or if you're smart enough to make Alphabet, you made this much money, you're 26 years old, and the U.S. has come to get you. Look, go work for a competing country, all right? Maybe you need to go turn it in, go work for one of these other governments, but to kill yourself? Come on.
That's kind of crazy.
$8.8 million in cryptocurrencies pulled across 1,605.05 Bitcoins, 8,309.27 Ether, 3,691.98 Zcash, and an unknown amount of Monero was the financial statement that basically showed all of Kaz's possessed money in crypto.
Hey,
so.
and the biggest story that we always say,
Where is it?
Where is the U.S. keeping their crypto?
Because where's the Bitcoin gold at? Where's the Bitcoin Cash at?
I'm telling you right now, because they're only mentioning what they supposedly got from him. Hey, anybody can put anything, but I've always wondered, what do they do when they take it in? Do they keep it, in a private key or whatnot? It's one of those things where they don't really account for it because they can't. Right. And
come on, they arrested him in Thailand for one.
Yeah,
the chances of everything being there.
Come on, man. Yeah,
and then it also says, looks like he had about $770,000 in cash he had been saving on hand. Wow, that is a random even amount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To have exactly
everything else was 1,605.05 bitcoins, 8,309.27 ether, 3,691.98 Zcash. You go down here, they talk about how much his Porsche Panamera is worth, which he must have all the way souped up because he got that for $292,957.
It's like triple.
Again, this is all paper receipts, but the cash on hand was $770,000 flat. What a random number to have on hand.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused. How did he buy, or why did he buy a Mini Cooper? I mean, you got that much money.
I saw that too.
That was kind of a random purchase. I got this Lambo, got this Porsche Panamera. Let me make sure I get this $81,000 Mini Cooper.
He was married.
Yeah, well, you do what you got to do. But yeah, he's one of the guys from Alpha Bay, and it just goes to show, kind of like Ross Albright, if you run an exchange, you make a lot of money from it. The last thing you want to do is buy $1 million cars and then try and leave the country and do whatever he was doing, because they'll get you, and he took himself out.
S1 Dubs, great point. I didn't even think about that. Monday, suicide ? With all that money hidden, people on the dark web keep their stuff hidden. You're right. Who's to say?
And it was in Thailand when he committed suicide.
Who's to say he did commit suicide? Maybe someone helped him. Who knows? Again, it's been a lot of suicides in the crypto space.
Yeah.
It's becoming interesting.
Hey man, if the guy Vinnick, if he gets the suicide,
if he commits suicide in the next month or two, you already know what time it is.
Oh yeah.
S1 Dubs, going back to the billionaires, he said they are billionaires, but they are tethered to the system.
Literally.
And Tony Noli said, but if you want to stay a billionaire, so that kind of goes along with that with the system as well. So yeah.
Hey.
Chris Thornton, what's going on? Kevin Hodges, Vivian Samuels, Milto. Hello for everybody just joined. Cool Works. Crypto Wimp. There we go. Smash for the likes and shares, people. Thank you. Smash that like and share.
Yeah, it was a good one. Chris Thornton, even if you can afford a Mercedes, you should still buy a Mazda. Yeah, I tend to agree with that, especially if you're trying to keep it low key. But if you want to, floss and have Lambo dreams and make music videos or whatnot,
and commit suicide,
hey, that's what's gonna happen to you. So enough examples of that.
Binance to beta launch Singapore fiat crypto exchange tomorrow. What's going on, Binance? CZ, nonstop.
CZ is nonstop, and he was just on the news, I believe CNBC or CNN, one of them, discussing the price. However, he did while he was at the Cumberland Summit. He actually revealed that in Singapore, they will have an invitation-only fiat exchange for Singapore citizens. The live money, it'll close, or the beta will close September 18th. And from there, they'll start to offer it to those people. So it's one of those things where we keep telling people that during the bear market, if you're building, he's going to be in position for the next bull run as far as market cycles go and as far as businesses go. He made billions of dollars in less than a year, and he hasn't stopped innovation.
When it flips, it's going to mean he's going to make a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, he'll be the one, because they're going to try to press him in his next bull run when they realize how much he's worth.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to try to press him, and hopefully he's with the crowd that looks directly in the faces of government officials who are definitely corrupt and just says no.
Yeah.
And walks off or telling them to leave.
Oh, yeah. Singapore is big in it, too. I mean, South Korea, Hong Kong, all these places where crypto is big, they make sure they go there. They make sure they give them what they want. Fiat exchanges, we'll see how it works there. And the reason we discuss it is we'll see when it comes to the U.S. or to a European country. So good to see that from CZ. Keep on pushing.
All right. And as stated, folks, short show. There's not a lot of news out there. We have looked and scoured the net, but there's nothing going on. So with that being stated, what are we doing for the free Satoshis today?
Oh, yeah. So for the free Satoshis, do you think the guy Alexander, do you think that was a suicide, or do you think there was something else going on? I saw somebody mention sort of like the banker suicide a few years ago. Or do you think there's something else going on? Conspiracy, let us know. Be funny to read. Put your public address, and we'll send those free Satoshis.
As always, thanks for watching. You all have a happy Monday, and hopefully we see you all tomorrow with some more news in the space. See what's going on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Have a good one.